Hi, this is Dr. Hare, and I'm going to pick up here with Chapter 3. The first line on the page is the chapter designation, Chapter 3, which is Methodology and Procedures, which is a Level 1 heading. Then I have Methodology, which is a Level 2 heading. There was only one method used for this paper. The method was developmental. The other choices are observational and experimental, which both require IRB approval. So for most papers, it is developmental. Notice this kind of stilted construction that I have here, so that I have two sentences because a paragraph is more than one sentence. Procedures is the next Level 2 heading, and the first Level 3 heading I have is assumptions. First, there was an assumption that the literature was current within the last so many years. You can make exceptions for sources of historical significance to be older than your parameters. Second, it was assumed that the target audience had a basic understanding of the subject matter. The items that are included in this section are about the currency of the literature and assumptions about the target audience, which may, for a experiment, include age, gender, hemoglobin A1C, liver disease, those sort of things. But for our purposes, we're just going to have these two assumptions. The other thing with the literature is if it was over the last year, last 3 years, last 10 years, be sure to make that adjustment. Limitations is the next topic, and it's a Level 3 heading. This paper has a limited application. It was developed specifically for the class that you're taking. In an experiment or observational study, again, it's about the target audience. And for most developmental papers, we can use these two items. You don't need to say that the target audience is the class, is your classmates or the instructor. Next are the search procedures, and this is a Level 3 heading, so only the first word is capitalized. Procedure is not capitalized. There's a period. This is so that somebody could reproduce your search. You want to describe the search engines, libraries, keywords, search terms, and Boolean strings that were used for the search of the literature. The Boolean strings have these conjunctions and, or, and not. If you didn't use any Boolean strings, then it's perfectly fine to say that you did not use any. If you end up with a long sentence, be sure to break it up so that you have at least two sentences to be a paragraph. Next are the inclusion criteria. This is a Level 4 heading, only inclusion is capitalized. It's in italics, there's a period. Examples are dates of publication, peer-reviewed journals, full-text articles, English language, and reputable non-peer-reviewed websites, such as governmental agencies or other organizations. Notice how peer-reviewed is hyphenated because it modifies journals, and full text is hyphenated because it modifies articles. You may have to break that up into two sentences as well. Next are the exclusion criteria, which are usually opposite of the inclusion criteria. These are statements about the parameters for the publishing dates of the literature that was not peer-reviewed, not in the English language, not full text, etc. Notice how there are no hyphens here because I don't have any words that I'm modifying. Not peer-reviewed, I didn't say journals. Here I've got this green line, and what is it telling me? So let's click on this and find out. It's telling me that I have subject-verb disagreement. Either it's criteria are or criterion is. So let me fix that. And I'm going to end here and pick up with the next section.